Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode number 71. Got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to be talking about the game last night. We had our preseason game number 4 against the Golden State Warriors. We were back at Staples Center, actually in Staples Center for the first time this year because the other games weren't played there yet. We played the Golden State Warriors. That was the first game. That was up at Chase Center. And then after that, they sent us to China to play 2 games against the New Jersey Nets, or Brooklyn Nets, excuse me. At one point, they were the New Jersey Nets back in the day. But so we played 2 games up in China. Finally got back to play our 4th game back at home at the Staples Center for the first time. And it was interesting. Of course, most of the starters were sitting this game, or the starters that we believe they're going to be the guys, coming, playing, that I believe they're going to be starting, which I believe. And we'll get into that. I'll get into the starting 5 here in a little bit. But first, I just want to talk about the game I saw. And so it's mostly the bench players, and then also a lot of the guys that we either have on 2-way contracts or they're probably going to be in our G League. But we got to see them play and got to see the Lakers get a win last night. So it's always good to see a win, even though this is preseason. I always, I want to see our team beat their team. I want to see our bench players beat their bench players. Our role player, our G League players beat their G League players. I still want to see that. You don't want to see another team bench outplay your bench just because it's preseason. Not me. Well, so about the game. Steph Curry played in this game. D'Angelo Russell and what's his face, the Green from the Warriors. Either one of those guys played yesterday. So they're playing. They're going to play the next game. They play the Lakers on Wednesday at the Staples Center, and Curry is not going to play. But Curry actually did play. He played up into the third quarter. He started the third quarter, and he played probably about half of it, I guess. And so the Lakers were hanging right there, even though Steph was playing and we were trying to play good defense on him. I think we were playing a pretty good defense on him. Of course, Steph's going to be Steph, and he's going to knock down threes. He's going to hit them shots because he's just good like that. I mean, the guy is a perennial all-star, one of the best guards in the league ever. He's already third all-time in three-point shooting, the most ever, and most of the guys that he's already passed, it took them way longer to get there to where it took him. So he's most likely, I think, above him only his left is something like Ray Allen, and I don't even remember the other person, but I'm pretty confident he's going to pass those guys up. So, he played in the game. We were hanging right in there, even with all that. Even with Steph Curry hitting threes and doing him. But guys that I want to talk about. Let's talk about the starting lineup yesterday. It was Dwight Howard started at center. We had KCP. We had Norvell, Zach Norvell Jr., I believe his name is. We had Caruso, and then I believe that was, let's run it through one more time. And it was K-Cup. That was the starters. You had K-Cup, KCP, Dwight Howard, Zach Norvell Jr., and Caruso were the starting 5. And things I want to talk about, a couple people that stood out in this game, 2 people. That would be Zach Norvell Jr., who ended up having 22 points, something like 4 assists. He was playing really well. I really like the way he looked on offense. His 3-point shots looking pretty damn good. He's a left-handed shooter. We haven't had a left-handed shooter, at least a good guy like that. At least the way he looked last night, it reminded me of those like Anthony Peeler and Nick Van Exel back in the day. So, he played really well. Offensively, he even had one where he did this crossover and he put one of the Warriors players to their feet. And he went on to had an and one. And so the crowd went crazy. The Lakers went crazy. LeBron and all of them was having fun over there. So that looked good. It was good to see. Really like that guy. He looks nice. I think we signed him on a 2-way contract. So I don't know. We really won't see him a whole lot with the Lakers. But, I do look to see him if he keeps playing like this and playing good, playing well. I do see him getting some shine with the Lakers, similarly to how Caruso got his playing time with the Lakers. So really good to see that. He played really well. Dwight Howard, I think Dwight Howard's, playing better and better each time. The one thing that surprised me in this game about Dwight Howard is his passing, actually. I never thought of Dwight Howard as a passing big man or with a nice court vision and things like that. But last night, he actually impressed me very nicely. One thing it didn't impress me, or did not, that caught me off guard, I guess, too, is that he wasn't rushing his shots. He wasn't, when he got the ball, he wasn't rushing, trying to back down and trying to just get his. You can tell he's surveying the floor. He's looking around, seeing where the guys are, trying to get them involved, passing the ball out, making the extra pass. There's a couple times where he even backed down a couple times and went to do a turnaround like he was about to shoot it, and he just, like this nice pass down below the K-cock and for a nice layup. He had a couple nice passes like that. He had 6 assists in this game. So if Dwight Howard had about 12 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, and I think 1 or 2 blocks. So damn good night. There are still times you can see that he is a little rusty on, when passes are getting to him. He's not always holding on to him. He got fouled a lot. Another good thing is he was great from the free throw line last night too. I think he made somewhere about 8 free throws out of somewhere like 10 or 11 or something like that. So that's damn good. I applaud him on his free throw efforts. I applaud him on his game. If he keep evolving like that and keep getting better each game, he's going to be great for us off the bench, I believe. And then, good job, Dwight Howard. You looking a lot better. You're going to be exactly what we need. We need, and then, just keep up. Keep up. Good work. Next, I want to also talk about JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee, he didn't start. He came off the bench. He didn't play a whole lot of minutes. He played a decent amount of minutes, but he also just continues to impress me and show me parts of his game. He is just tenacious on defense. He's moving up and down the court. He's getting, nice dunks, and he's just being where he needs to be. He's getting, blocking guys. Guards try to get to the basket, and he recovers so well and leaping ability so quickly. He's getting blocked and defending the paint just nicely. And then he showed some offensive moves and capabilities last night. He had a nice little jump hook or something that was nice. He even, was almost forced into shooting a 3. Would say forced in it because he was looking to pass it, and then, the other team was just guarding everybody and left them wide open at the 3-point line. At one point, they were like, just shoot it. He's finally like, all right, forget it. I'm going to shoot this 3, and sure enough, knocks it down. I was like, yeah, the crowd went crazy. But JaVale doesn't shoot 3s like that. So, and he's got this awkward-looking shot, too, that kind of looked kind of funky. But he nailed it, looked good. It's like JaVale couldn't do no wrong. He threw up the hands up with the 3s and, celebrating. So JaVale, man, awesome playing. I'm loving the way he's looking. I'm loving his conditioning. You could tell he's been working at his conditioning. Hasn't stopped since last year. I'm looking forward to that. The biggest thing I should talk about this thing I haven't mentioned yet on this podcast is that Anthony Davis, the status of Anthony Davis. On the weekend or last time they were playing the Nets, Anthony Davis strained his thumb, and he was coming back to get an MRI to make sure it wasn't more serious than that and nothing big. So we were all holding our breath, hoping that nothing. I was holding my breath, definitely. But we were all holding our breath, waiting to hear back something. And it took a while for anything to come out. It took half of the day, it seemed like, to me. I'm waiting to hear back if what happened, the status of the MRI. Is he good? Is his thumb all right? Is he going to miss games? Is he going to miss the opening game in the regular season? So I was happy to find out that they said everything came back good. His thumb does not have anything more significant. It was just a sprain, and he should be all right. He's day to day. So, and then the other good sign too is that pre-game he was out there shooting shots, and he didn't have anything wrapped around his thumb, and he was just shooting 3-pointers, shooting regular shots. With his shooting hand is his right hand that he has that sprain on. So that was a good sign. That was a good sign to me, showing that, hey, he's showing that he's functional. I'm sure it might be a little bit sore, but it's something that looks like that it may not take that long to recover from, and that he may be ready to play for the regular season. And that's the biggest thing to me, and I was hopeful for. So those are the great things about this game. The last game last night, the other great thing is we won. We held out. We played really well as a team, I thought. I think, partly really those three guys that I mentioned, they really what held the team together. Once again, it was Zach Norvell Jr., Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee. I would even say some honorable mentions. Is K-Cook, he played pretty decent also. And the rest of the team. So, all right, everybody, what we look forward to. We got 1 week exactly left before the regular season starts. A week from today. Today is Tuesday. The real deal happens against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center, October 22nd. I can't wait. I'm going to be in the building. I can't wait to see the hype and the excitement. That's probably going to be one of the biggest games of starting opening day. I'm sure everybody's eyes are going to be on that game. The two teams that are thought to have a great chance of winning the championship. I'm sure all the big stars are going to be out in the Staples Center. Denzel, I'm sure all the maybe even the Kardashians. You got the Dustin Hoffmans and I don't know, all the stars. The stars are probably going to be out and about that game. I can't wait. I'm hyped, like I said. I'm sure you guys are too. But before that happens, we do have 2 more preseason games. We got the last 2 games of our preseason playoffs with the Golden State Warriors. I'm calling it that because we had 4 regular season games, preseason games against the Clippers. So I really don't know what's going on there, but hey, we got 2 more games. We'll see who wins the best of this series. So 2 more games. The game Wednesday at the Staples Center, and then we'll have the final one's going to be up at the Chase Center up in San Francisco. So that's going to be that. Then we'll be ready. I'm hoping. The other thing that we heard about too is we got an updated status on Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma has not played at all. He's had that injury, that stress reaction in his foot. But he was finally cleared as of yesterday to start practicing non-contact drills. So that's a good sign. That's the first time he's been cleared to at least do that. It starts off as non-contact drills, and then it goes to probably 1-on-1, then 3-on-3, then 5-on-5, and then play in a game. Now, we got exactly a week to the game, and I'm hoping that all that can happen pretty quickly and, result in him playing on opening day. Because I really want to see him. I want to see the Lakers at their full strength. Kyle Kuzma is going to be a vital piece to our success this year, along with the rest of our guys that I mentioned, along with LeBron and Anthony Davis. But we need each one of these pieces to be able to be successful and get where we want to get. So Kyle Kuzma is that guy that we're looking at as that third scorer that we need, that scoring power after Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So I'm actually, so I'm looking forward to him getting back. Looking forward to see how he plays with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, being that those guys are going to get the attention, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. He's going to be getting all kind of open looks. And the thing I love about Kyle Kuzma is that he's always moving. He's really good at moving without the ball. And so that's what I love. He's going to be able to be just getting places and getting, especially when the attention's on LeBron James and Anthony Davis. There's going to be open shots. There's going to be cuts. There's going to be, and LeBron's going to get you the ball when you're open. So, I think that's just going to be dynamic. I think the Lakers are going to be good. That opening game against the Clippers is going to be hype. Now, Clippers should be without Paul George, who's still recovering from that shoulder surgery, so he's not going to be there that game, but it will be Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers are still going to have all their pieces from last year for the most part. They're going to have dudes like Beverly and Lou Williams and all those guys and Montrezl Harrell and all those dudes. So they're going to be tough. Just because they don't have Paul George, they're still going to be tough. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be an exciting game, I believe. And even better, we pull out that W. It's going to be nice. All right, everybody. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode, Lakers Talk, episode number 71. As I mentioned before, go ahead and subscribe. Make a comment. Share. Go listen to my podcast on Podbean, Spotify, iTunes. It's on multiple platforms now. One of the things, guys, I want to just put out there, I'm going to start one of these days. I'm going to do a live podcast to where, it's going to be live. I'll announce the time, when I'm going to do it, how long it's going to be, and then during that time, I'll accept call-ins where I ask questions. You guys can call in, give me different things that you want to talk about, and you can ask questions and tell me what things you're looking forward to, and you can be a part of the podcast. That's the next thing I want to do, because right now it's just me. I'm just out here talking, putting my thoughts out there, but I want to hear your thoughts. I want to have some interaction. I want to evolve this podcast to be a part of us Lakers fans podcast, not just me. All right, everybody. So let me know what you think about that. Keep your eyes out and for that to show up about when it's going to be and when I'm going to do it. Thank you for joining me once again. That's going to wrap it up. Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode 71. I am officially out.